Hello, everybody. Oh no, if this is a big who's styling who, but if this is a room full of people that want to network, I'm going to need the energy out of 10. Hello, everybody. I go by the name of Kalia Clark. I'm an award-winning celebrity fashion stylist. I also have a show called Who's Styling Who. Welcome everyone today to this amazing event. I'm changing the name because there's nothing small about any of your businesses here. If you're a business, you're a business. So I hate the word little. I hate the word small. If you're a business, be a business. Don't let anybody label you. Just go full throttle. I am an award-winning celebrity fashion stylist. I've been in the game for about 20 years. My niche is product placement, so all the vendors, shout out to you. If you guys have any product and you want to get it on celebrities, I'm the girl to talk to. I am so honored and privileged to be here on this panel with everybody that's up here. I hear a lot of talking, guys, and we should be respectable for the panelists that are up here because we could have been anywhere in the world. And today we came to talk to you guys. I'm already established and I'm not trying to be like extra, but time is precious and the stuff that we give you is free gems that people charge thousands of dollars for. So we're here just to give back, and I appreciate everybody here because we are all somebody. So I just want to say congratulations to every vendor here. I hope to sit with you guys and purchase. We have to, each person here should introduce yourself to the other person. Try to support everybody's table. Even if you can't support, leave your contact, try to network, come to the next event. Big shout out to Roxy, a black woman who had her event.
We are Roxy, where you at, Roxy?
This is my second time working with her and speaking, so thank you for thinking of me. But again, this is about you guys, so I just want to plant that seed in your life that whatever goes on in this industry, never give up, because it's not destined for us to make it. We have to make it on our own. So shout out to everybody here who just took the chance to come out and vend. You know what I'm saying? Whether you make $1 or not, you need to talk to every single person in this room. You don't know what they do, who they're connected, and that's free advice. You get what I'm saying? Like, while we're here, we all can kiki, drink, but let's really speak to one another, because you never know who's connected to who. And that's why I came out tonight, because I am connected and I want to connect with other people that I don't know. I don't know anyone in this room except for a couple of people in here. THC, her, him, but that's just 3. There's 25 or more people in here. I need to know you guys by the end of the night. Feel free to follow me on Instagram. My name is Kalia Clark. I love to connect. They call me the product placement queen. I'm all about connecting with my people. So let's connect, guys, okay?
The industry that you're in, how did you get into the industry, and why do you stay? Damn, I look good on your phone. That's crazy.
So, well, I am the teen mom that didn't get a show. So I just wanted my daughter to have someone to be proud of. I had my daughter, I was pregnant at 15, had a baby at 16. In my realistic world, I was going to be something, I just didn't know what it was. I was doing marketing promotions, didn't know that I was doing that because I was in the clubs, and my A&R friends would give me records, and I would use the records to get into the clubs. I'm like, tell the DJ that I have this record that they didn't have. So shout out to Nelson Tabuada over at G Unit. So I was breaking records and didn't even know I was breaking records. I was using it, you know, my platform to get into the club. Styling fell into my lap. I wanted to be a designer. My friend Dwayne Baller hired me as administrative assistant, but before that, I used to go to the Magic Show. So big shout out to the Magic Show in Las Vegas Convention, because that's really what made me. That's really what made me become, I'm sorry, my hands are all hot. This Savage drink, I'm sweating. So it was the Magic Show, D's Classics, Dwayne Walker. He put me on as a model, and then I actually got to style JD Williams from The Wire. At that time, he was Bodie. He was my first celebrity client. And because of him, I was able to reach out to showrooms and use his name to go to the next level. But it was Roger McKenzie who really put me on into the fashion industry. I did a movie called My Brother. I went in as an intern, left the movie as wardrobe supervisor. Now, if you know about movies, wardrobe supervisor is a huge credit to get. But I worked my butt off, and I remember them saying, like, we just can't, because I didn't get paid. So they were like, we just can't not pay you. You got to get the credit. So I say this, you'll work 1,000 free projects in this industry, but make sure you get your credit. If you can get your credit, if they could tag your brand, I'm talking about I fight people to the death. I get blocked. They're like, what are you, like the social media police? Yes, honey. You know why? Because you tag Gucci, you tag Louis, you tag Prada, you tag every designer brand who don't even care if you wear their clothes or not. Show me the same love you show the celebrity that won't even like your comment. Imagine if we all stood together and really just promoted the next person. We would own the blocks. We would own buildings. We would not have to be the only black woman in the room, the only black man in the room, the only one in the, on the table. We have to fight so much harder. So I say, like, for me, I created my own lane because they say create something that doesn't exist. I'm not the best stylist but my brands are designer brands. That was my niche. That I had the ability to put you guys on the rack when all the big stylists charged you thousands of dollars. I did it for free. And I listened to her story because she said when she walked home, I still walk. You get what I'm saying? I still walk. I still take the train. When I'm in Uber, that's a luxury to me. When I'm in a car service, that's a luxury because I struggle so hard that I'm like, why do I want to give Uber $65? I'd rather just take the 3, flip it, invest that back into my brand, because when you're an entrepreneur, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, every dollar means something to us. So I understand everybody's struggle because I've been there. I didn't probably get paid real money till this year, and I've been styling for 20 years. This year was my breakout year. Oh God, don't cry. This is my breakout year. And I say that because I didn't realize, I felt like the industry owed me something because I worked so hard. But what I'm here to tell you is the industry don't owe you anything, because God didn't tell you to be a stylist. God didn't tell you to be a designer, to do anything. Everything that you're doing is because it's a feeling that you felt inside that you wanted to move forward and do something. So I commend everybody. Nobody said it's going to be easy. Look at Jesus. The man died for our sins. You get what I'm saying? And he was like, you're going to cross me. The man was like, no, I'm not going to cross you. That's what the industry is. Everybody's going to tell you something, sell you a hope and a dream, but it's up to you to make sure they deliver. Because if everybody lives off their word, but make sure they deliver. So I'm just honored to be here because I could have been anywhere and I'm not. I look at my story, I'm a woman. They only see me one place, and that's on my knees. Because that's what they look at us. If you're pretty, if you have any type of look, they don't respect us. They're like, what you gonna do? And we actually have power. So I use my power for the greater good. Pay me. I'll do whatever you want me to do for the brand, for the product. Pay me. You walk into a store, you walk into any designer store, our people, right? You never ask them the price. Why, when it's up, when we sell something, yo, can I get a discount? And I apologize to the man back there because I just did that. I was like, he was like 65, I was like 60. And then I was like, I caught myself because I can't short him. You get what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't want somebody to short me. So I apologize for that. I'm sorry. It's the Savage drinks. It's the Savage. So again, I thank everybody for having me. But I tell everybody here, like, this industry is the devil's playground. So you gotta really, really want this, because you're gonna get burnt more than you'll be blessed. Because when you're blessed, that's how you know you're being blessed, because then you're like, wait, I'm making money? Wait, oh, okay. And sitting here, I just didn't even realize that I've worked so hard, but this really is my breakout year. Like, I've been doing podcasting. I created a show 10 years ago, Who's Styling Who? Straight for brands. I gave brands their first radio interview. I gave artists their first radio interview because we didn't have a platform. Ebro, Wendy Williams, Angie, nobody was talking about fashion. I did. So big shout out to Shampoo of YNVS. He gave me a platform. I went in as a guest and left as a co-host, and he was like, you could bring your brand to my station. So I thank everybody along the journey because it's not easy. So I wish everybody here much success, and if you guys need real help, talk to us. Like, while we're here, don't just let us speak. Like, really ask us questions. Anybody that wants to intern, I'm looking for assistance, everything. I'm here, and let's work. I'm sorry, this is super sweaty, guys. Yeah. Now, I have to piggyback off of what my beautiful lady said. Is not only not being authentic, but people feel the need that if you're not going viral, that you're not gonna make it. Like, let me see, like, this is gonna go viral. And I actually am a victim of that myself. I did a show actually in Art Basel. My business partner that I work with, Yao, is in the building. Shout out to him. Young black man who actually hired me for a job. Met me and was like, no, you need to come to this brand over here and work over here. So I wanted to shout him out because there's not enough of Yaos. And that's what's wrong with the industry. There's not enough black young men or black young women that want to put other people in position and know how to fall back and say, you know what? I'm gonna let her come in and do the job and make myself look good. You get what I'm saying? People are so worried about, especially women. The number one problem with women is we have this fake women empowerment. We're like, oh yeah, I support her. Turn around, oh no, I don't support her. I don't like who she like. Oh, she rock with this person. Let me tell you something. When people don't like you, it's for a reason. But ask them why. Right? That's the most important. Say it in front of everybody. When they be like, when the person, because see, I'm the type of girl, I know who don't like me. So I'm right in their face. Hello, hi, how are you? I'm Kalia Clark, celebrity fashion stylist. How are you? Right?
Who's styling who?
Who's styling you? Who's styling you? You look amazing, honey. You should hire me for your your next wardrobe consultation. And I'm not shady, but women tend to not want to help another woman because of the way she looks, who she knows. Now, me, it's funny because a lot of people didn't think I was a real stylist because of the way I dressed. I would come on set, sweatpants, how I walked in here, sweatpants, hoodie. And you want to know why I did that? Not because I can't dress, because a lot of the times that I was on set, I won't say who these celebrities are, they were very intimidated by me. Very intimidated. And I was just light skin with freckles. Nope, don't like her, get her away. Nope, my husband looked at her. Nope, once, I'm not even gonna say the stylist, they didn't make me walk to juniors, but they damn sure got me off that set. And as women, we have to say, I love that she looked good. Cause I look good too, honey. I remember J-Lo, Joan Rivers. When people of status introduce themselves to you, Beyonce let me in the elevator and said, oh, no, the security, no. I stood like this. Beyonce's like, no, let her in. I'll never forget that. That's Beyonce. She was on her way. So that's when House of Darion first came out. Okay, she said, hi, I'm Beyonce. I'm like, I know. I was like, my friends call me Benance. They think I'm just like you. She started laughing. And she's like, I'm coming out with a brand. I'm like, I'm a stylist. So she was like, I hope, you look into the brand and put it. I was like, of course. Now, House of Darion, we know that was 20 years ago. She came back and she did it with what brand? Adidas. Why didn't we support House of Darion back then? We didn't like it. Same thing with Baby Phat. We loved Baby Phat, but we let Baby Phat die. We loved FUBU, we let FUBU die. We loved Pelle Pelle, we let Pelle Pelle die. We loved Averex died. We loved G-Shock, but now we don't wear them no more. We are the problem on why everything goes up and goes down. Instead of following trends, create them. Black businesses, we've been in business forever. Big shout out to Jack Payne. Now this is a person you want to follow because as like myself, I do black owned everything, right? I was doing it before it was a trend. I wasn't getting paid for it. That's what my brand, Who's Styling Who, was all about. It was about who's styling you. Who's behind that jacket? Who's the designer behind those pants? Who's the designer behind those glasses? So I created a platform. Come tell us. Because on the red carpet, they don't ask you, they ask you, what are you wearing? And if they remember, they say it. They never ask you who the stylist is, who's their hair, who's their makeup. So I created something that didn't exist. After the award shows, I would go after all the stylists. Come to my show, chasing them down. Some would come, some wouldn't. Those that came all do podcasting now. You get what I'm saying? Every time, there's not a person who's never came to my show that did not start their own show after. And at first, I used to get really upset, I'm not gonna lie, because they would never even invite me to their show. So I'm like, sweetie, Instagram does not lie, Twitter, MySpace, you didn't have none of this before you came to the Who's Styling Who show. Imagine every single person that came on your platform tagged you, promoted you, supported you. We wouldn't have to ask it. The reason we ask it is because when we look on our timeline, there's 10 of our, it always starts with your mom if she's alive, or your parents are always your biggest supporter. Then it goes down to your best friend, she'll support you. But then you start looking at all the other people you support, and then you don't see their comments. But then you go on a celebrities page, they're the first one. Hey, you are the best one, I love you. And you be looking like, damn, we couldn't even share. Let me tell you the free things that we could do that we would all be millionaires if we did. Every day. Just share something, share. Even if it's your own business. If you want to be like, I don't want to share your own business every day. Post and delete, right? So that way you don't feel like I'm posting the same picture. Post and delete. People are ADD. Most people forget as soon as you post it, in 24 hours they forgot about it. If you only have one celebrity placement, post that every other day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it's your celebrity placement. The problem with the industry is people care too much about what other people think of them. They also care, when people tell me like, oh, I follow this one because she does this. I'm like, okay, do you follow this person? Perfect example, right? Everybody loves Chanel, right? So I asked, I'm not gonna say who the person is, so I said, nah, I can't give you the tea. I signed NDAs, honey. They will come for me. I'm making coins now. They will sue. But I asked this young lady, she's a big influencer. I said, oh, I live for your Chanel purse. You're doing Gabrielle proud. She said, who's Gabrielle? I said, excuse me? You don't know who the owner of Chanel is? She's like, her name is Chanel, Coco Chanel. I said, oh my God. Right there, I know that people buy things they don't even know. Oh, perfect example. Rainbow and Fashion Nova, right? So I tell a girl, if I ever see a girl shit on Rainbow and say I only wear Fashion Nova, we can't be friends. Because Richard, I'm gonna tell you, Richard goes and buys the closeouts of Rainbow and charges you double, triple, because you're in Wisconsin and you don't have a Rainbow, so you don't see it, so you don't know. She's like, I only rock Fashion Nova. I would never. Sweetie, you're rocking Rainbow, okay? That's another thing. People with their boutiques. I will never diss a person who has a boutique. But if you see it on somebody else's, that means they did not design it. We have to stop taking credit for things that we didn't do. You get what I'm saying? If you are a vendor, be a vendor. Be like, I am the best vendor. I got the top quality goods. It doesn't matter if you didn't make it. I got it. I got it for the low. I got it for the high. Another thing, if you have a price and they don't want to match your price, they are not your customer. Don't be afraid to say, I'm sorry, this is not for you. And if you have to ask the price, you can't afford it. You get what I'm saying? It's okay. That's why I said we're going to dead the small. Because when everybody be like, oh, I'm a small business. When you're a small business, they'll treat you like a small business. But if I'm just a business, you don't go up in any store, even the smoke shop. Did you ask him for a discount on the backwards? No, you do not. Because he's going to say no. And if it's 15, you're paying 15, right? So we have to stop, and that's why I apologize to the guy. We have to, if it's $15, we got to pay $15. And if you want your brand to be $450, my sweat is $450.
Period.
It's $450.
There was a tripping with Gucci and.
Because guess what? The same thing that you charge for $50 is probably what you're paying $1,000 is probably made way worse than what you did. Because you're a business, but you're gonna call yourself small, and that's why or little. So you're gonna go for the low because you don't have money. So you're gonna go to that mom and pop store, and the quality is way better. So I just need people to research. That's important. Research, ask questions. That's so important. We do not ask questions. We just be like, oh, I know it. You listen to Tom, Dick, and Harry, and then you be mad. Also, if you do bad business with somebody that it falls back on you, you have to own it, right? Own it.
Accountability.
You have to be like, okay, the perfect example, I just started selling these earrings, right? And who's styling who? Thank you. Now I'm partnered with a really big brand. Her name is Seville Michelle. She does Beyonce. Everybody wears her earrings. So it's about branding. You gotta really brand. That's why I reference Jack, because she brands. I'm brand. I call myself the product placement queen, but she brands. So you guys have to really brand with each other, brand with yourself, not be afraid. I think that's the biggest problem we have with each other, that mine is 150, but you don't think it's worth 150. But you'll go and pay for whatever's trending, whatever Ari said is hot, whatever Bernice said is hot, whatever, all the other good, JT said is hot, so I say it's hot. They get paid to say that, right? So let's make executive decisions to just be the 4 founders of putting other people on. Be that text, be that Google, like, yo, I know somebody that got dope leather, black owned, let's go. And it's not only black owned, everybody's business. If you're Latino, if you're, you know what I'm saying? Guyana, from Ghana, if you're from Haiti, like, it's not just black, because we always say black, black, black. It's all nations, right, that fall under us, though. Let's speak on it. Us first.
Let's speak on it.
One nation.
Speak on it.
Let's us first, because we're the number one consumer. If you're gonna boycott. Burn it. I want to see you burn it. Burn it. Gucci, because you guys, guess what? We are Gucci. Everything on this table is Gucci, Prada, Louis, all that. You get what I'm saying? But we are the number one consumer. We have to start believing in that. Spend our money within. The Jewish people spend it 12 times before it leaves their commute. Okay, yeah. 20. Before it leaves, I just wanted to go 12. That's one of my favorite numbers.
That's my number.
12 before it leaves the community. Black people don't even go to our own first.
Okay.
We get $1,000. You know something? I just want to share this because it was in the pandemic and it really hurt my heart. And I'm gonna end on this. This is why we're not where we need to be. When we got that free money, when we got all that free, because it was free money, we gave it right back. And you know what's so crazy? You know what they said? Because as a stylist, I pull. So I was in Bloomingdale's, and they said, if it wasn't for them, this is the word she used, them. She said, if it wasn't for them, we would have been out of business. We made the most money ever during the pandemic. And the sales for Gucci, Louis, Chanel were 75% rates up.
Up. That's what you do.
The only businesses that got hurt during the pandemic was black-owned businesses and small businesses. That's why they gave us those grants that some have to pay back and some don't. You get what I'm saying? Look how they monopolize. People who never worked a day in their life got unemployment. Like, people came home, my nephew came home too. So, yeah, he definitely. I'm like, how did you, like, what? So I say that Because and I'm not gonna make this political, because you know everybody fuck Trump. Okay, cool, but Trump is a businessman, right? And think about all the presidents that were in office. He was the only president that went and took the money that was been there. Obama was in office. We had the Ebola and whatever that other thing came out. We didn't get no money for that. Trump came and said, because he's a businessman, he said, "Oh, there's a whole there's millions." We didn't get all of it. I'm not gonna front. They got 4 million, 1 million. We got chump change, but at least he opened the door. You get what I'm saying? So I say what she says. Take that money and flip it, but let's support each other.
You got a question, everybody?
Well said.
Woo!
Well said.
My favorite thing people used to say during the pandemic was, Obama gave you the trap phone, but Trump gave you the real money. You know what I'm saying? Mr.